Hello, welcome to another video. My name is Kemal AA, and this is another Chelsea transfer news video where I'll keep you guys up to date with all the latest news in the past 24 hours. Now, yesterday I made a Chelsea transfer news video where I discussed the latest news regarding Declan Rice and Erling Haaland. Now, we have an update on the Declan Rice situation, so I'll be giving you guys more of an insight, delving into more detail. I've also got news on Zouma and Marcus Alonso. Alonso's departure is nearing. It could be in the January transfer window upcoming, or it could be next summer. And Zouma being offered a brand new contract, a lucrative contract, to essentially extend his stay at Chelsea. We'll be delving into all the news, all the latest reports. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And without further ado, let's get straight into today's Chelsea transfer news video for you guys. Now, starting off with the first story is Declan Rice. Now, I slightly touched up upon Declan Rice in yesterday's transfer day video. So if you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. Now, essentially what I was saying is that he is high on Lampard's priority list. You know, the two top targets for next summer is Declan Rice and Erling Haaland. And what I stressed in yesterday's video is it's highly unlikely we will be signing Declan Rice in the January transfer window. Now, there's a numerous amount of reasons for this. Number one, he's West Ham's most prized asset, so they are going to be reluctant to let him go. And they're going to command an extortionate fee. It's going to be astronomical. We're talking in the region of 80 to 90 million pounds. You know, he's West Ham's best player. Mid-season, West Ham are fighting for relegation. They're not going to let him go unless we offer a stupid fee. Declan Rice is simply not worth anything, near that figure, and therefore Chelsea and Renegade Sky are going to, more, lean towards summer windows to try and persuade him to sign him. Now, recently there has been reports that Declan Rice has changed his agent. I'm not sure how reliable it is. There are some credible journalists reporting it. Let's take it with a pinch of salt, but they are stating that he has changed his agent so he can essentially push a move to Chelsea. His family is really Chelsea orientated, so it's going to essentially help and beneficial. It's going to be beneficial for him to get his dream move back to Chelsea. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do I think this deal is going to happen? As I said, I think it's more of an inevitable deal. I'll be highly, really surprised if Declan Rice doesn't sign for Chelsea. I think it's an easier 9 out of 10. Of course, anything's possible in football. In matter of fact, anything is possible in life. But I do sincerely believe that Declan Rice will be a Chelsea player come next season. I think this is highly likely. He's Lampard's first choice target. He wants to sign him. He fits Lampard's system, the style of play in that athletic number 6 DM position. Just ahead of that defence, in behind the N'Golo Kante, Havertz, Mount, etc. And also the good thing about Declan Rice is his versatility. He can play centre-back. And whether you rate him or not, I still believe that Declan Rice will be a Chelsea player. But what they're reporting is, of course, Declan Rice is high on Lampard's priority list. And that, we will try and sign him in January, but it's highly unlikely we will be able to persuade West Ham to sell Declan Rice to Chelsea. So I do believe this is a move that is going to happen in the summer window. Now, moving on to the next story, and that is on Marcus Alonso. Now, it looks like, of course, he has been surplus to requirements and he's going to be leaving. Now, for the last couple of seasons, I've been screaming for Alonso to leave. I just don't think he's Chelsea standard. He's been quite poor. His performances, I don't think he fits the system. He's not athletic enough. He's not quick enough. He's not a natural left back anyway. He's more of a left wing back. And under Conte, he was more tailor-made for the system and a 3 at the back, 3-4-3, 3-5-2. But in this current formation, in Frank Lampard's setup that he's deploying, he's not a natural left back. He hasn't got the pace to bomb up and down, and he's just not got the technical ability to be good enough. So I think that for me, it's been a long time coming. His departure has been inevitable, and hopefully we can offload him. Now, there has been some scares because, as I reported yesterday, Ben Chilwell has picked up an injury. So people are wondering, does that mean Alonso will get more game time? Is that going to affect Alonso's potential departure? And the simple answer to that is no, it's not, because we still have Emerson. Emerson, in my opinion, is higher in the pecking order. He's a better fullback than Alonso. And I think that, yes, even when Chilwell was injured, you do have Emerson as backup. And Emerson's agent has already come out and said that as long as Emerson still gets into the Italian national team, he doesn't mind staying at Chelsea. So I think that having Emerson as adequate backup for Chilwell is perfectly fine. And therefore, we don't need Alonso at Chelsea. And we do have suitors for him. Now, one of the clubs that are really interested is, of course, Inter Milan, who their manager is Antonio Conte, who had the best relationship with Alonso back when we won the title, because obviously he fits the system. Antonio Conte likes to use a 3 at the back system. Alonso fits that perfectly. He's tailor-made for that system. And obviously, Inter Milan are interested in him, and hopefully in the January transfer window, Inter Milan can actually sign a Marcus Alonso, hopefully in the region of 20 to 25 million pounds. The rumoured fee hasn't been thrown around. We still don't know the exact fee, the exact figure to sign Marcus Alonso, but hopefully we can get some cash. We can balance the books a bit, with financial fair play. I know it's been relaxed because of COVID, but we have spent, an extortionate amount, an astronomical amount in the summer window that just went. So we need to kind of balance the books, and hopefully with, we've got 5 left backs on the cards. Ben Chilwell, Marcos Alonso, Emerson Palmieri, Baba Rahman. Don't forget Baba Rahman. He's still training with the reserve team. He's still playing with the under-23s alongside Danny Drinkwater. So we've got to be careful about him. We have so many players on wages. Our wage bill at the end of this season, when we have a look at the wage bill, if Chelsea is not number 1 in the Premier League for the highest wage bill, then goodness me, I'll be very, very shocked. We have too many players in the squad, and we couldn't offload a lot of players. Main reason because of COVID. We are in a financial crash. In this current climate, it's really difficult to offload players for the price that you want. A lot of clubs don't have money. We're in that privileged position because of the Eden Hazard money, the Morata money, the transfer ban, the Champions League money. We were very privileged and backed by being our owner that we could get and make a window secured. But offloading players is a different story. And hopefully with the COVID situation picking up, with vaccines kicking in, hopefully next summer window we can offload a lot of these players. But moving on to the final story is Kurt Zouma's contract situation. Now, Kurt Zouma, he's been the first team of the season. He's been our first choice centre back alongside Thiago Silva, first choice centre back pairing. He's been phenomenal. He's kept over 5 clean sheets in the Premier League. He's been on a formidable run with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's improved Kurt Zouma as a player by tenfold. He's won the most aerial duels in the Premier League. Kurt Zouma on percentages. His ground duels is phenomenal. His passing range, his dominance, his commanding ability as a centre back, and his relationship with Thiago Silva, Eduard Mendy, is also underrated. He's been superb for me so far this season. He has a lot of pros. His benefits obviously outweigh his risks. I've always rated Zouma as a player, and I think this contract is well deserved. Hopefully we can get him to sign a contract soon. He's really happy in London. He's happy to play for Chelsea. He is Chelsea standard, and I think the next to Thiago Silva, he's learning a lot. He's going to obviously improve his game. So I think this is really good news that Kurt Zouma is getting secured to a brand new contract. Hopefully, we're looking at about a 4-year contract. Remember, Kurt Zouma's only 25, so he's not even hit his prime yet. So still many years for Kurt Zouma to go. He's obviously overcome that horrific ACL injury that he endured a few years ago. But yeah, really good news that Zouma is getting a new contract. Now, that is wrapping up the Chelsea transfer news video. But quickly touching upon the Arsenal game. Now, the next game is obviously Arsenal on Boxing Day on the 26th of December. And I just want to touch upon this topic quickly because a lot of people are getting way too confident. And please, 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 do not get too confident. I know how bad Arsenal are. They are in 15th and they are only 4 points off the drop zone. They have been dreadful. Their manager has lost the plot. Some of the things he's been saying in interviews, don't get me started, he's lost the plot. And, Aubameyang's injured, Martinelli is injured, but please do not get confident. Please, please, please. We've seen this script before. We have seen this script. Remember last year against Valencia, we lost 1-0 at home. Their fans were rioting. They had enough of their owners. They were in a financial crash. They just sacked their manager. They were in complete turmoil, and they turned us over at home. Please, please, please. We've seen this script before with many clubs. Do not get cocky. This is football. This is the Premier League. Anything is possible. Do not underestimate Arsenal. They love to turn up against Chelsea. All right? So stay reserved a little bit. All right? Don't give me these score predictions of 4-0, 5-0, because it ain't happening. All right? And you can clip this right now. It ain't happening. Be realistic. I still think we'll win, but we just need to calm down a little bit. That's all I got to say. But yeah, I'll wrap up the video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, go to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.